Ahoy Captains! Welcome to the Update 15.2 video. I'm your host, Sir Snarf, and stick with us to learn more about the following news. Sabaton is coming to World of Warships. Operations from the In the Name of Tomorrow event are back and here to stay. We're commemorating the Battle of Cape Matapan with an event pass. Aircraft carrier mechanics are receiving new updates. You can further customize your user interface. The Okinawa map has received layout changes, and more. Mark Friday the 13th in your calendars and get ready for a headbanger of a collaboration as Sabaton comes to World of Warships. There's going to be a shipload of items and content dedicated to your favorite Swedish heavy metal band, and you get to fight with Joachim Brodin, a nationless commander with an individual voiceover. For additional info, check out the upcoming article on our website or watch an upcoming video on our channel. Also, be sure to follow our special live stream with awesome surprises. We're going to have a guest from the band, mystery drops, and an exclusive giveaway. Update 15.2 brings 3 new operations to the standard roster. Now you can also test your skills in Arctic Convoy, Tokyo Express, and Pacific Offensive, all inspired by World War II engagements. Sound familiar? You may remember these from the In the Name of Tomorrow event last year. We tweaked them a bit, but otherwise your standard operation rules and restrictions are applied. Moving on to the Event Pass section. This year, we're commemorating the 85th anniversary of the Battle of Cape Matapan, where British and Italian fleets clashed to control the Mediterranean. In honor of this decisive battle, the Event Pass offers items from these 2 nations. The first progression line holds a Resolute and Rapid container, and these British permanent camouflages. And the final reward is something shiny, the new Glowing Ember Core permanent camouflage for Tier 7 ships. The second progression line holds a brand new historical ship, the Italian Tier 7 premium cruiser Fiume, which participated in the Battle of Cape Matapan. She sports 203mm main guns with AP and AG shells, and she can dish out great damage with her burst fire. She also comes equipped with the signature Italian exhaust smoke generator consumable. What's more, you can also get Commander Domenico Falgore with 10 skill points and several permanent camouflages. All of these goodies can be yours to unlock in the second progression line for 3,000 doubloons and completing the levels. Before we move on, a small reminder that the Nian Paradox event is still ongoing. You have time to earn lunar tokens and exchange them for some fantastic rewards. Progressing through the event using QoL is also an option. Additionally, the European battleships have graduated from early access, and you can find them in the tech tree. And now, some changes for aircraft carriers. We've been working hard to address the issues with their mechanics, and we've already made some modifications in previous updates. We're continuing this process in Update 15.2, which brings several changes and improvements to these mechanics. We've refined the role of carriers' patrol fighters by expanding their defensive capabilities. While piloting a squadron equipped with the patrol fighter's consumable, you can send fighters to selected areas in the map. This way, you can support your allies or defend your own ship with anti-air coverage without the distraction of having to fly your squadron to different parts of the map. It also expands gameplay while your squadron is flying to its target. Next, the repair consumable for planes is getting replaced with a new one, Evasive Maneuvers. The new consumable should roughly maintain the overall survivability of the aircraft while making interactions between surface ships and planes more consistent. So, how does it work? While it's active, Evasive Maneuvers helps the aircraft, evade a considerable amount of damage from AA and fighters alike. But be warned, it won't restore HP, and it doesn't work retroactively, so use it at the right moment. Evasive Maneuvers will also make interactions clear because its effects will be reflected in the AA Defense UI and squadron animations. Finally, the fighters and damage control party consumables on your aircraft carrier can now be toggled between automatic and manual modes. You can switch this during the battle when you control your carrier, providing additional control over your ship and unlocking new tactical decisions. If you want to get into the nitty-gritty of all these changes, be sure to check out the patch notes. Aircraft carriers are not the only things getting updated. 15.2 brings new quality of life improvements to the user interface. We're introducing new indicators to help you increase your combat awareness. You'll find these options in your game settings, where you can customize the user interface to your personal preferences. When deploying into battle modes that use key areas, you can now use the indicator showing how much time is left until the end of battle, and which team will win, depending on the speed at which both teams are accumulating points at the moment. Also, after firing main guns, you can use the counter displaying the time it'll take for your detectability to return to its original state. Both of these indicators can be switched on or off according to your liking. You can also toggle several crosshair indicators and damage type counters. And for even more customization options, you can set the HUD and camera parameters in the battle section. For the final point of Update 15.2, we have some map-related news. The Okinawa map is getting some significant changes to its layout, with several islands being removed and new ones introduced. This increases the maneuvering space at the starting positions closer to the center, allowing you to get into the action quicker. Additionally, check Brawls, because you'll notice some ship parameters got tweaked, adding a little bit of spice to the battles. Thank you for watching another update video. Be sure to tell us your thoughts about the new changes and the content down below in the comments and on Discord. Until next time, fair winds and following season.